Damn.
Alright, so let some time pass. Got to recruit some fresh humans to replace previous lost humans. Let's see. Schultz and Miko do that. Actually, Jackson. Look how much health Jackson has. Welcome aboard, Jackson. Get over
Damn,
here.
Jackson's tough.
Tough as hell, Jackson.
Oh man, there was someone even tougher once you cycled through.
Alright,
Bar
UFO
pots.
carrier.
I mean, to be honest, it was only carrying like 20 people at most. That's not necessarily a very large number.
Oh, and the sides of it have magnetic rails that are used to launch projectiles at immense speed. Well, to launch their escort craft at immense speed.
Oh, is that the final level of weapon?
Yes, I'm
weapons?
already aware that there's a fourth tier of weaponry past plasma that is magnetic weapons, railguns.
Yep.
Having mastered all of the secrets of space and time and physics, we use all that to circle back around and throw a rock really, really fast.
To be fair, you throw
That's
them
thinking with your human
really,
parts.
really fast.
Really fast.
We're talking like Mach 7 fast.
We will just throw the fastest rock possible.
And it's a really good rock. It's usually like a solid slug of nickel. I mean, that harkens back to, like, slings, right? They use nickel, like, rocks to throw.
And that was a great part of Stargate, which is a good show to have in mind while playing any of the XCOMs.
I think that you're talking about, like, the one thing of Stargate I know when they're showing off the dude's, like, laser staff. And that dude pulls out, like, a P90, just destroys the thing because it's a gun.
Yeah. That's one of the things I'm thinking of. There's another scene, well, there's another, like, plot point that's similar to that. But yeah, the one where it's like, yeah, you have this laser stick here. It's designed to be really scary and intimidate peasants into cooperating with you. This is something we built to murder the hell out of our enemy. Yes, this is a weapon made to terrorize. This is a weapon made to kill. That is why you buy your guns from Earth. Alright, so we need to make somebody on this team a new heavy to fight alongside Yuzi.
Well, you did just get a... Well, they'd be a private still, I think, but you did just get someone who was rather tough.
Yes, well, they haven't quite been flown in yet. Oh, but, oh no, they've arrived. We got Jackson, we got Schultz. Yeah, Jackson, congratulations, you are new heavy weapon. Bam!
Schultz is really strong, though, dang.
Get on the boat.
Doesn't matter when you have power armor, but still.
Alright, and I'm actually going to swap two people off because hopefully before we do our next ground raid, our replacement tank will actually be ready.
Would you
20
like
days
to
at current team size. I may want to rearrange some people to emphasize having even one battle tank ready to go and build the other later. I don't need more power armor right now. Especially since the armor generally survives anything that kills the soldier wearing it. There are diminishing returns for throwing more engineers onto a project, but yeah, getting it to 4 days. Let's get that tank built. Then otherwise, yeah, where you, this rifleman who's actually an assault. Dukas, you can step off the boat. Heavy, heavy, rifle, rifle, field, field, sniper, sniper, assault, assault. 2 of each of our core classes. And a continued desire to swap everyone up into endgame equipment Eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, man with armor... Well, no, man with armor doesn't shoot. Man with armor tanks. Man with armor distracts. Man with armor holds position. Oh, new UFO wave. Hello, everyone. New contestants. Okay. Carrier intending ground attacks.
Do all of the encounters involve a UFO?
Yes, there is always a UFO.
Right.
There are no abduction missions in Classic.
Right, makes sense. Like, because I was confused. 200 UFOs is a lot of UFOs.
Yeah, that's the
Unless
entire
they're-
running tally over the course of we're in April and the game started in September, I think is the first month of the campaign. September of the previous year, so we've been going a while. Yep. Take that out, go home, make Australia continue to recover from that time they almost left the program. Strike carrier, burn that fucker down and go home. We took it down, but at the cost of all of those planes. Burn it. Fortunately, for the hypothetical first-time viewer, in order to save micromanagement, the cost of having your planes explode is just that they are out of commission while the bodies are recovered and thrown back together. Having enough replacement parts to rebuild it from scratch is an assumed part of your maintenance. Create a little bit of hangar space at Santa's workshop as well.
The names of your bases are pretty good. I can respect them.
All equipment recyclable. Probably eventually throw in a far north radar station at roughly Orbdork. And then possibly another observation post for the Pacific around Middle-earth there. Good, hover tank exists. Welcome, hover tank. Get on the plane. Use the plasma gun. Why would you ever use the laser? I suppose for the hypothetical run where you unlock the hover tank before you unlock plasma weapons is when you would give it a laser. When you are a fool. Giusy and your machine-assisted 100 strength.
You're amazing. Man, that... The really fast dude is also just naturally super strong, too.
Is quite tough. He's had time to build up a lot of his stats. By the time he hits Colonel, he's been around for a while.
Oh, yeah, he looks like he's your highest ranked dude. At least at Sphinx Command. I don't know if you have...
we don't have any other bases that operate ground teams. It becomes increasingly expensive to equip your ground teams at all. So aside from like having wave after wave of hand-me-downs move to your B team, you really would never have time to staff more than one like good assault group.
Gotcha.
Maybe have teams with hand-me-downs whose job is to attack little UFOs when you manage to down them. Why are you mixing Imperial and metric units in the same report? Ah, you're awful, science team!
40 inches long and 5 kilograms in weight.
Kilograms.
Damn. Those are fancy kilograms. You're intended to roll those M's. I don't know how you roll an M, but you have to do it.
Perhaps requires some sort of strange, monstrous alien pronunciation organ. Mag weaponry, hello!
Oh, yes.
No, they're using all this fancy science to throw, like, a cloud of hot gas at the enemy? What if we just throw a rock?
Hell yes.
Take all those magnets and just give them a rock.
Yeah. How we make the rock a magnet too? Yeah.
The Rock is an... Ooh, we've interrogated a leader. We have learned about the mysterious Space Council.
Why didn't you come and like do this diplomatically? You probably would have joined up if it was allowed.
Has existed for millennia, linked by ships that can travel interstellar distances in days with no rivals to define itself against. It seemingly has no name. They believe no other interstellar civilization exists or ever has. Empire ruled by a caste of living god creatures known as the Praetors.
Those are the last bosses.
Mm-hmm. Your ethereal substitute here, the Praetors. One of the power and influence, low-ranking Praetors are apparently present on the largest alien craft and bases, overseeing the work of their underlings directly. Creatures will surely know the true reason why they have traveled to our planet. Real reason behind the invasion. We must capture one alive, whatever the cost may be. That would be difficult. During the questioning of our captive, we cannot help but notice the interrogation team becoming steadily less adversarial. Indeed, after 6 hours, they had almost become friendly. Alarmed, I called a halt to the experiment and had the captive terminated. Emerge. Our scientists had slipped into a trance during the interrogation and surreptitiously begun to build a bomb large enough to blow up half the facility. Given a few more hours, might have finished. Okay, yeah. Commanders are also psychics. Okay, good to know.
So it was probably the commander that was doing the psychic stuff.
Maybe. The commander may have himself been a psychic. There are non-commander psychics as well.
Yeah,
and that unlocked no new research. Okay, good. More of Science Team is free to look into that fusion reactor. Just as I finished building a full wave of plasma weapons. Oh, good. All the base facilities. Santa's shop are ready to go, and we have a crypto center at Sphinx Command. Good. I'm going to gradually roll out more of those so we can get the fancy reports on every enemy ship we spot. Slowly know more and more about our enemy. No, not build another radar yet. For now, Santa has good range. Crypto Center gives you a detailed report on every UFO that base detects. Like mission, contents.
So it gives you a quick rundown of what the UFO is going to contain before you go to it. So you know
what's in it, also what they're doing, and thus what behavior they'll have on the map. Like, if it's just meandering around, if it's planning to run a terror mission, if it's planning to land somewhere.
So you essentially get the chance to, like, know if you want to deal with it or if you want to just airstrike it after you've shot it down.
Like, oh, this one is full of bears. It's full of a terror mission's worth of bears. I'm just gonna burn it. Alright, production team.
Are those alien bears, or are they literally just bears that they collected across the world and then set out?
Space bears.
Okay. I kind of like the other idea better. They go across the world. All right, so what do? We take like the most terrifying land animal possible.
An alien base.
Yep.
An alien fortress has appeared in New Zealand. Oh boy.
How did they get there?
They landed there.
How do we
not manage to sneak a UFO over there? New Zealand's outside our current coverage. Could have had one quietly move over there. So, I have one new Sentinel armor. I have my precision plasma rifle. So, let's do the hand-me-down thing. Load you on those, and Carol, you get to stop using a regular rifle and finally have a precise rifle. Never mind that jetpacks will be kind of useless inside of a base because they don't have Z levels. Whatever. Sentinel suit. You get the hand-me-down buzzard suit. Welcome to last year. Right, and what else have we got? We have a spare pistol, so one of our shields. Red, congratulations. Shiny new, much fatter plasma pistol.
You said you wanted to get rid of the stun batons. In replace of just stun grenades.
Are no longer useful.
Yeah.
Also, smoke. We haven't used smoke in ages. Who even uses smoke?
Who even smokes?
No smoking during the assault.
It's not allowed.
Heavy, heavy, rifle, rifle, shield. Sniper, sniper, assault. Assault. Everybody plasmid. Everybody ready to go. On the Valkyrie. 7 hours to get out there. Should be daylight when they arrive. Ish. Probably should have have had a marauder escort them with how far they're flying. This could be perilous. Conveniently, a fortress is probably where we would see a Praetor. Also, we really need to stop this base, because otherwise we might lose Australia if we just left it to fester. Australia hates this kind of shit. Australia is where the other alien base was, too.
Why do they love
Bunch of
Australia?
collaborators!
Come on. Like, oh, maybe it's because they can just put it in the center of, you know...
It could be because the continent is mostly empty wasteland.
Yeah, yeah. Look, Australia, you kind of have to recognize some things about yourself, okay?
Or tank, look at it, Bob.
Yep. Australia, you're mostly empty. You're mostly, like, useless.
Why do you expect full country-level coverage on your very empty land?
The majority of you, like, you don't even want.
Mm-hmm. Your own defensive strategy, if invaded, is to just kind of abandon half of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it, Bob.
Now, come on. Australia does have one particularly excellent use. And that is, it's full of metal! They have
already
so
unnerved.
much metal in
Calm
Australia.
down, Palmer. It's just an alien base. Oh, cool. A hangar. A scout UFO just chilling out in here. What up, little buddy? I shoot down dozens of you. You're practically obsolete. You are as scared of flying now as we were last year.
I'm assuming that you want to keep that scout.
Yeah, if we could loot an entire intact scout UFO, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Alright, Colonel. I guess you follow north, team. Colonel and Palmer. So anyway, the other scene from Stargate I was thinking of when I made remarks regarding let's just throw rocks is the whole thing with the fancy space Lego bugs that are like constantly trying to find, devour, and incorporate shinier kinds of new toy. And they are the bane of one of the aliens' existence because they're constantly finding ways to deal with all of their new and shinier weapons. They build fancier spaceships and then one of them gets eaten and then the bugs become more dangerous, and the bugs are really good at, like, absorbing energy weapons and so forth, and making use of such things. And then it turns out that their one hidden weakness is just bash them real hard. You opened the wrong door, fucker. The worst door to open. You chose it. You found it. You win the grand prize.
Sorry, asshole.
Yes, and so humans become an invaluable ally to them in that war because they are clearly caught in a corner where the bugs already know all of the metagame of dealing with them. Whereas humans are dumb as hell and would come up with crazy dumbass weapons. Like, let's just throw a rock really fast with an explosive.
Let me throw a barrel at it. We will construct the world's largest semiconductor, and we'll use it in a war against these aliens.
Mm-hmm. The biggest magnet possible.
It's throw it at the aliens. Yeah.
Like, okay, we built the fanciest spaceship ever. Surely this one will be able to get the upper hand. Oh no, they're chasing it and we'll probably be able to capture it. We're doomed. Well, what if you just take that ship and have it blow up in their face? And they will die and not be allowed to capture it. And you can build a new one later. Humans. These spacemen would never think to bite off their own leg to escape a trap. We would. Twice in one day.
Look, if I can live because I don't have any legs, or I can die having both legs, I would rather have no legs.
Rather die on my live on my stubs, than die with my legs. Scout UFO.
I've never actually seen Stargate. I've only seen tiny parts of it.
You also, everyone else should. It's a good show. SG-1, good times. Atlantis, also good times, but a little different. Has its own tone that it takes a while to figure out. Universe, also a good show, and it's kind of sad that it got cancelled because it was just starting to figure out what it wanted to be, other than focus groups say BSG was popular, be BSG. Yeah, SG-1 ran for 10 years, and they spent 4, 5, maybe 5 of those years thinking that this would be the last season, so there are 5 finales to Stargate SG-1.
Like in a good way or a bad way?
Like, they ended each season as though it would be the last episode you'd ever watch, so it was a huge deal. Something big would happen at the end of every season. Then they ran out of villains because they'd killed everyone off but kept getting renewed.
And I guess that's when they started to make new series instead that were relatively unrelated.
The first new series was launched parallel to the existing ones.
Ah.
Once they ran out of villains, they actually then came up with something completely new to introduce. That was then seasons 9 and 10 contained new villains.
Oh, what the hell is that? That thing's got a huge head.
Yeah, that's one of them teleportmans.
Huh.
They got, the space warping glands. Frogmen.
They've got big-ass Ridley heads, from what I saw.
Everybody getting unnerved. Wow, it survived a direct tank shot. That's amazing. I need to cut you open and find out how you work. Hold still. Coke very barely didn't die. Good job, Coke. That's some optimal damage tanking there.
It's really good at getting hit.
And that was an explosive, so standing behind the wall wouldn't have helped you. Oh, it is technically night. People are using flares. That's nice. Blow him up. I would like him to explode into many small pieces and never be seen again. I do not want his loved ones to recognize the remains.
See, here I am assuming that he has loved ones, and I probably shouldn't because he's such a dick.
Yeah, time loop episode was amazing. Because they, go through the whole Groundhog Day cycle of, confusion, understanding, conflict, and, giving up and doing pranks because you have a time loop. You have a whole time loop montage of pranking.
Eventually learning, everything because you have an unlimited amount of time to learn whatever you want.
And then eventually actual solving of the puzzle and moving on with the story.
I think the director of Groundhog Day actually made a statement once that that Bill Murray went through 64,000 iterations of that one Groundhog Day.
That's some good day.
That
Hello.
is over 175 years.
That's some good day. Tuck you over there. And heavy on the corner here? Yeah. Over here you could still afford to fire if necessary. Get everybody else
This
to shove up.
this is Xenonauts. It is an indie game designed to emulate old XCOM while also simultaneously updating it without removing like the sort of micromanagement and customization that old XCOM offered you.
Maintain all of the core game mechanics while adding much quality of life and convenience to that design. Well, he's dead.
Rest in peace.
Down you go, jetpack assaults.
The idea is that it is as complex as old XCOM, but it is not awful to play like new XCOM. So it's kind of a good balance of both worlds.
Best of both worlds.
Oh, I like new XCOM too. Don't worry about it.
Yes, I also
it's
like new XCOM.
yeah, it's different. They are two
It
different
is a
games.
good game. It is a different game and a good game.
Yes, they are. They just do different things. That is the only thing. Like just saying that they have like it. This does the same thing as that while doing another thing. That's not to say that the other things that new XCOM does are bad. Not even close.
Found myself often enjoying Xeno more because it kept a lot of things I liked that new com removed.
Mhm.
But that is
Whereas-
purely a matter of those things.
Yeah. Whereas like on the contrary, I haven't played this yet, so I can't definitively say. But
This
I'm
team
willing to
is
bet that I would.
very likely doomed, as I have just positioned them all clustered together in front of that asshole who has time to... Well, he is suppressed. He might not be able to fire the big gun. He might just be forced to run around. I don't know how much time it takes to fire the alien fuck-off cannon. Alright, tank.
I have not, but I'm absolutely sure Loon has played out Open XCOM, right?
A little bit of it, yeah, that is similarly... Oh hey, this doesn't crush objects, it can travel over them peacefully.
Yeah, it's a hover tank. It's not just a
Hover
normal
tank.
tank. Yeah, it's a hoverbread.
Flotation bread.
I played, I think, at least over 100 hours of new XCOM. I really like that game a lot. It's excellent. And I am also excited for new XCOM. 150 hours.
Yes. Vaguely excited for. Quite interested in the premise.
There's one empirically correct way to play it, but there's also many other not as correct but still fun ways to play it.
Hunt has not yet learned how to be swift like the eagle, so she will not be able to get the shot. So I'll settle for just positioning her.
It's not that dumb. Come on. Like, as far as let's put boobs on this alien creature, it is like the most understated example of that of all time. It is not that big a deal. It's just like the reaction to it was very overblown.
It is not a big deal, it is still a deal to me. Especially since for nerd cred purposes I can go ahead and be about how this contradicts the existing lore that snake men reproduce asexually. They do not have genders.
It
They just
depends on
kind of
how they
have
can.
an egg pack embedded in the abdomen. They
It
are
kind of ends up
betraying
deciding
their
how they.
lore, the years of the fandom.
Snakes aren't lizards, you shut up.
Maybe a second grenade will be enough to end that one.
Technically speaking, and I'm just going to go off of this but by my knowledge of anatomy, it's technically speaking not that doesn't actually necessarily have to be a like breasts. That can also just be a very pronounced rib cage because lizards typically have like really sharp rib cages. It's not very pronounced at all.
Justified
Like I don't want
trope in that. That is the direction you're moving towards there.
I'm just saying that it's like there are a lot of ways that you can explain it away, and while the base design is unnecessary and not very like and not good, it's still not really that big of a deal.
I don't think that's close enough to be able to suppress, so you just meander. Other hand, hit a straight line with the sniper. Here, here, here. Still no. Forget it. Back up. Just let it happen. They've been modified to include human genes. Oh, hi. You're close now. You will receive the customary welcome of our people.
Also, technically speaking, if they just keep going with what they did with the rest of the aliens, they could also totally just be made from people. You know? They might literally be half mammal, half reptile hybrids. It's just a thing. It's kind of up to them. That'd be just them justifying it, after they made the art design. So it's not actually a good justification, but still.
Yes. Whatever explanation could be offered, the reason is they wanted to put boobs on a snake.
Yeah.
Felt it would be marketable and appealing to put boobs on a snake. So there they are.
It's, to be completely honest though, Firaxis doesn't typically go for that. It could actually just be that they couldn't figure out a identifiable way to establish that this snake lady is a lady. That's all. And they were just kind of incompetent about it.
Gotta be careful about the crates blocking my projectiles, though. Tank is very vulnerable to friendly fire. Self-inflicted friendly fire when it gets itself too close to blockage.
There are plenty of reasons to why to make sure that a character is a gender, Mariam.
Oh damn, there's another one here.
That's something that they would have to kind of go into in the game, though.
Alright, at least that one's solved. That one's not very heavily armed, so yeah, can't really threaten the tank. It's a snake. Overcome with dread. They know we're talking about the snake tits.
Yep.
They can hear it over the comm. They're out here doing this very important fortress raid, and meanwhile those fuckers in R&D are filling the airwaves, hashing out the same old argument of, well, what if one had boobs? Yes, all things are doomed, especially space.
Science Team does a lot of things.
It's harder to list the things that Science Team isn't doing.
But it's easier to list the things that Science Team isn't doing, not harder.
No, it's harder to list. To make every list about Science Team is harder to make than any other.
Oh. Oh, the lists about Science Team are in a state of superposition.
That was one of the first things Science Team did, probably.
We're not sure entirely.
It might be impossible to become sure one way or the other. How did that happen? How did that shot pass through the wall? Okay, these have more than 200 health. They are tough as hell.
Why did we only equip one gun on the tank?
Why aren't we allowed to use the rockets? Are we allowed to use the rockets? They put rockets on the yard.
Speaking of Science Team, there was also that new announced Metroid game.
Okay, they have roughly 300 health. Current data
Yeah.
suggests near 300 health.
Or anywhere between like 200 and 300.
Anywhere between 2 and 300 health.
Yep. They could, in fact, only have maybe 2010 health, but we decided to go very, very deep. It's being made by Next Level Games, and the team behind it is actually like perfectly competent and everything, but the game itself doesn't look particularly great. It is notable for currently being like the worst received game that Nintendo has ever announced.
Good, this thing is in a dead end. Marvelous.
So it is
Like
safe.
that's a non-smarmy. This is good news. This very important piece of the alien base is a dead end. You can turn around. Now I never remember which is which, but that might be the core, where one of the ways you can win an alien base mission is find the power supply, blow it up, and leave. Yeah, that's the core.
I doubt that nerd on NeoGaf was being serious because I question whenever any post uses the words literally shaking as being serious. That has been a joke for a couple of years now. Not worst Nintendo game ever made, I'm saying like the worst reception for a Nintendo game ever announced. As in
People
like
are the least excited about this Nintendo product.
Yeah. The reaction to get it canceled and creating a petition for it to get canceled is the dumbest thing in the world. On the other hand, if they had just said that they were making a normal Metroid game simultaneously to this, which they almost certainly are, if they actually just said that, it probably would have been received a million times better. The entire reason why it's being poorly received is that it has been 5 years since Other M, which means it has been 8 years since Corruption. So it has been as long as the time between Super Metroid and Metroid Prime for a new, actually good Metroid game. It's just a
With
time.
slow heavy is at a little bit of a disadvantage. We cannot reposition as hard with the... Oh, hey, friend. Hello.
Another teleporter?
Yep.
Or another dude what has the big head?
Yep, another big headman just squatting in the corner. Hey, friend. How you doing? I am from Earth.
Also, in an interview that the dude who's directing the new game apparently just straight up said that Sakamoto still has like the reins on the series, which is annoying.
Accurate, but not powerful. Also, with the way this is turning out, our team has nearly... Yeah, North team has nearly closed a circuit, and they can then go rendezvous with the hover tank.
He has the reins on the series in that he is the keeper of the series, but he is not working on the new game.
Am I not my brother's franchise?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Ah, hello. You have cleverly placed yourself in a position where I would be worried about doing self-harm if I shot at you. I'm no longer worried about doing self-harm if I shot at you. Good day.
Congratulations. Later, asshole.
You live today. For now.
How did that miss?
Maybe you just managed to resist the damage. Part of how old comm works versus new is very high damage variance in the sense of like a weapon can do anywhere from nothing to its full damage on landing a hit, and then armor is just flat numerical damage reduction. But even then means that cloud armor could potentially still survive being struck by a powerful weapon. Live for now. Get you into position and drop a normal shot. Yes. Damn it. Chill out back here. Red. Gotta keep up with the team, Red. Whoa, those things are automatic. Battle rifles. Powerful stuff.
Oh, weird.
Way to miss, nerd.
So it looks like the dudes with the big heads have like explosive shots, whereas the other dudes have...
They have often had heavy weapons, but not always. Love that death hoot. Powerful
I can't hear
noise.
the hoots. Damn it.
And yeah, this is just a door, so drag the heavy over and we'll shoot it open next turn. Yeah, that's North Team. You just chill out there in case one of them comes back around a corner. Tank, you need to finish the job. Finish the job, Tank. There, job finished. Also, keep in mind, tank fire is like a very, very low resolution method for attempting to discern how much health something has. When your levels of damage are 200 or nothing. Oh. Who did that? How did that shot even happen? What? Oh, there's a corner in this hallway. Never mind. Our work is not done. Well, I'm an idiot. These things happen. Your next of kin will be informed of a much more noble death. Cover geometry is always the enemy in an XCOM. Yeah, Jetpackman is dead. Both teams are down to 4 people. Like there isn't actually any corridor that connects these sides to each other. Not quite bring the shield around. Try anyway. Alright, we found a dead end in the form of the command center. Well, not command center, just a teleport room. Alright, hover tank. Come on back. Nice! Just get on your motorcycle and ride away. Mission accomplished. Spread the word, bike your neighbor. Work home with dread. As long as both of you can get out of the way, the Iron Man can solve your problem.
Huh. Gross. That guy is just paced on the floor now.
Gunk. Don't get gunked, kids.
Right, so it's 8 now, and I need to go get groceries.
Then go.
I'll see you later.
Nice shielding, Lucy. Getting closer. A little bit at a time. Probably only a couple rooms left in this place. Get the tank to either. Oh hey, that's a new flavor of space grenade. Maybe some sort of alien stunner? Sort of new stank fume? Somehow, the discovery of the rail grenade. We'll definitely need tank. How did you not hit a door, tank? Come on. How'd you hit the back of a door, tank? Shot that's good in kind of an abstract sense of the word, but raises too many questions. How? Also, tank is nearly out of ammo. One shot left from hover tank. Yeah, their situation could end quite poorly. Just the three of them standing out in the open in a doorway. They might be boned. Alright, you show that chair who's boss. Red everywhere. Red is bleeding down my time. Yellow door there, open door there. No eyes on the far end of the room. One tank shell has arrived. Please try not to obstruct tank. Nice obelisk you got there. That very nearly got the Colonel. Good job, Jackson. Leave it to the Colonel. There we go. Portable cover has arrived. Hank, kindly do not actually fire at anyone in this room. It'd be quite bad to fire at anything in this room. Just relax, Hank. You're doing your job by being here. Oh, we can see the firewall. Alright, it's only 2 ways out of here. Only 1 way out of here. Good job, Tank. Oh, you're about to berserk, aren't you? Who are you gonna berserk on? Ha! You're empty! You can't berserk at anyone! Victory! Jackson, calm the fuck down. Feed your gun, then shoot the monsters. Actually successfully obstructed by this level of debris. Can't get anywhere. This tank will just have to relax the doorway. What do we got down here? Corridor. This might even eventually connect back over to the other team. Keep up, Red. You got this. Tank will watch their backs. Yeah, that door is open. It's been open for a while. Tank will keep an eye on it. Tank won't let anything bad happen. Okay, just another teleport room. Keep on walking. This is a bread. It is your friend. It fights for freedom. Light smattering of dread. Yeah, these will connect back together via whatever room is located over here. Alien bases are built much like your own. A modular series of interconnected rooms. All the rooms are even analogous to ones that you have. There's space laboratories, space workshops, space hangars. All kinds of stuff for space. That just also connects to this room. There I can see that there's nothing at that end. Closing in. What remains of the spaceman, and down goes the colonel. Alright, that's pretty bad. As your highest ranking person, they draw, like, the higher ranked they are, they give you like a nice baseline bonus to your morale. But if they go down, you lose that bonus and suffer some fairly hefty morale loss instead, since, you know, the leadership was just murdered. So, raid the hell out of this room. Yeah, good odds that's empty. Close the net. Down goes another one. I think that's the last alien in the base. Oh, you're behind this door. How does that not apply for cover? Can't quite get the sniper in there for an immediate Hail Mary. Can hide behind the corner, though. Probably only afford to kill one of them. Of course. That mean there's another room somewhere? I miss a spot? Or is it just you? You are... You would not bleed out on your own. You will... Oh no, you bled out. Goodbye. Do not care about you. Care about this man, the spaceman. Good job, Schmitz. Just this one alien left who had all of the skill. Oh, we have you back. Are you willing to defeat the enemy this time instead of betraying the Earth? Science Division will want a piece of that. Red. Corner somewhere that I missed. Perfect. Red is under actual alien mind control. Panicking, rendering him useless. Everyone's doomed. This guy, and where the hell is that corner that may exist somewhere not accounted for? Things missing from this game, an overall map button over there. There's a corner down here. Maybe I'd get a chance to explore it. The entire team had not just been murdered. Well, Red isn't dead yet. She's just under alien control. Tank is alone with one shot left. Red is berserk. Nothing. Alien John McClane there. Good, Tank. You didn't deserve this. Go out with honor, Tank. Oh boy. What a mission. Base assaults. The last plasma charge is for yourself. Red shirt saved the day. Red shirt and her inability to step over small obstacles. Got one plasma charge and gumption. Also a lot of grenades. Also additional clips, but let's not discuss those right now. Let's focus on the alien. Maybe. Nope. Doomed. Everyone died. That's a mission that didn't happen. Will be. Rewinding. This is not Iron Man, because Iron Man is terrible, tedious, and boring. There will be no Iron Manning of this. Apparently there were 8 aliens left in there, probably in rooms around that one corner that was missed because it was practically the end of the base. No civilian losses. Excellent. The non-existent local forces survived. Great.